Avantech has a standard list of people that we depend upon, Swagelok being one of them. In the nuclear industry, there can be no leaks.
So we needed to know it was going to work and work right the first time. And we got that with Swagelok.
We were able to pull this together as a team and make this work because we were able to get the things we needed in a very timely manner.
We don't believe in good service, we believe in great service.
And we just genuinely care.
Avantech's a water treatment company. We deploy water treatment technologies and develop technologies to solve specific customer problems. We not only do the engineering side of things, but we also do the manufacturing, testing, startup, and if a client would want, we can provide the operations as well. We've been around the industry, in the nuclear industry, for about 25 years. And so we got called within a couple days of Fukushima occurring. The first thing we did was our lead process engineer, Tracy, got on an airplane and went to Japan to find out really what was going on.
After the Fukushima accident on March 11th, Avantech was called in. I didn't realize the enormity of the problem that they had there. The amount of radioactivity is unbelievable. There was an issue they had with high radioactivity in the water, and so I went in and investigated that. I assessed the problem, and then we started developing solutions. And basically from that, we pulled together a plan of how we might be able to treat the water at Fukushima. David Langen worked as the project manager.
My initial reaction was, this is something that really needs to be done right now, where they're going to be spilling radioactive water into the ocean. This really is an emergency. Tracy and I spent quite a bit of time developing the actual design of the system and working through all the details.
Avantech has a standard list of people that we depend upon, Swagelok being one of them. And we have a knowledge that when they say that they can get a part to us in a given amount of time, that can be done.
They were just a few weeks into design when we got a call, and it was an urgent situation because they were about to get into flooding at the reactors where this contaminated water was going to be running into the countrysides, and it would be just an unimaginable harm. As soon as Swagelok heard it was for Fukushima, everything got pushed to the front of the line. And there were a lot of people behind the scenes working to make that happen. Because it was only a 6-week project from start to finish, and what a difference they've made in the lives of so many people by what they did to produce those valves for us ahead of schedule.
We received an emergency flow-in from Rod Busby, and Rod had stated that it was to help the Japan effort, and we had felt so deeply for the trauma that they've gone through, and we would do everything possible to help them recover. We right away jumped on it and contacted our scheduling teams. They reacted very quickly.
Barb Morley called me, also received an email on the case. She told me how urgent this was. I did get with the shop floor supervisor, Leo Adams at the time, to see what we could do about expediting these flanges. We were working overtime and on the weekends to fulfill this order in time.
You know, I take great pride in being able to deliver on time a quality product, and so that involves good communication. And once it gets down to the shop floor, the machine operators level, we solicit volunteers, you know, who's up for the challenge to hit this order. So we almost treat it like a NASCAR. I consider the driver the customer, and we want to help the customer win.
There's so many levels of contribution when you start thinking about it. Quite honestly, I was never really concerned about Swagelok performing on this because we've called on them so many times in the past to do the extraordinary, and they did. When you see the magnitude of the whole project, it was a massive undertaking. It was something that most people wouldn't even have taken on to build something so complex and so critical in such a short period of time that had to work the first time out of the box.
I think we bought probably, when it was all said and done, about 6,000 linear feet of tubing and just cases and cases of fittings to be able to route the radioactive water.
We had to go in and we had to solve this problem. And we, just like we talk about Swagelok fittings, giving the customer the confidence that, hey, there's not going to be a leak or a problem with this, I felt that it was my duty to go in and try to help them with this problem, to clean this up, and it was very emotional. I put my whole career into this.
We were able to pull this together as a team and make this work and actually clean up the water very, very quickly.
We designed something in a short period of time, delivered it. It has worked better than what our client could have ever thought it would have worked, with no leaks.
I don't think anybody else really in the world could have done that because we had 100% of the capability here. And the key part that Swagelok played for us was that quality was of the utmost concern, and we wanted to make sure that when we deployed something that we knew it was going to work. No questions asked, 100% of the time, and we got that with Swagelok. So they were a key part of our team. And the one thing I want to say is, and I do get emotional with some of this, but 4th of July, we're here shipping this equipment, and we make a phone call. Swagelok parts are here on the 4th of July. You know, most people are out grilling or partying or doing their thing, and you say, we need these parts, and we got them. So that's a big deal.
We want to have those relationships. We wanted them to have absolute confidence and trust in us. And you can only do that by being there when they need you the most.
We all work together, and when you know something's making a difference, it's amazing what can be done.
6 values guide our people. 4 strategies guide our business. 1 global organization working toward a brighter future.